Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Best Access number 6KL5626. This is a deadlocking latch bolt in a 5-inch back set is what it is. This is a item that they've just literally added an extension link to, a 2 3/8 back set latch bolt. Put this sleeve over it to give it some rigidity, and there you go. You need a 5-inch option for a keyed or a guarded or a deadlocking sort of application for a 6K series. Well, here it is. Let's take some basic dimensional properties and we'll talk about what it's for. 2 1/4 tall, 1 1/8 wide. Okay. Nowhere on here will it measure 5-inch, but it's generally about 1 inch less from the faceplate to the end of the tube that holds the retractor in it, and that's because a board lock or a tubular lock or a cylindrical lock will have a 2 1/8 inch hole. Well, that goes to the outside edge of that 2 1/8 inch hole. Another inch over is where your back set will actually be. So to do a 5-inch back set, this needs to be about 4 1/16, right to where it's going to connect to the chassis of the lock body. This is deadlocking, meaning it has this deadlocking tab. When that tab is projected like it is now, you can easily just push the latch bolt in. But in a proper installation, when that's held back, you can no longer depress that or lloyd the latch bolt is what it's called, lloyding the latch bolt. This is in the 626 finish, and that means satin chrome. You can get the latch face in the finishes that would be compatible with your, equal to or compatible with your locks. What I mean by that is they call this 626. If you had a satin nickel or a polished, or a satin chrome lock, it's going to be this color. There's not going to be a different faceplate between stainless, satin nickel, and satin chrome. Let's switch to the screen view and let's take a closer look at some supporting information. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Okay, here is the item that we are indeed looking at. Let's take a look at some photographs that we have. This is a screw package that they sent with it. I don't know why the spacer is included. That would be for cylinder work. It must have come in the screw pack of whatever they pulled at that time. You have no need for that item. That's what it looks like. There's the sleeve, the extension, the 2 3/8 latch bolt. And it's common to extend a 2 3/8 latch bolt when you're going to 5-inch. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do. Best is not the only company to do that. Here's your face of the latch. It's going to have the UL stamp on it. It'll have a capital letter F. So this means that it's approved for use on fire-rated doors with the UL stamp. It has the manufacturer's name and their series, 6K. It also has a capital letter F, as I just said. That means that it's tested to positive pressure standards when it comes to fire doors versus neutral pressure. And you'll know the difference between the lowercase f used for neutral pressure. That's where the latch bolt and the link extend together, the latch and then the link. And the back end of it that will go into the chassis. Okay, now there is also a link below this video to the product brochure from the 6K series, and here it is. Really the only reference to what they have here is that you can do 2 3/8, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, and 5-inch back sets for the 6K series. It's just a very brief overview of the entire line. Doesn't really apply to a latch bolt, although it might be interesting to be able to look and see, the outline of what's available. What's missing in this is a listing of the available latch bolts with part numbers. They don't have that here at all. They give you a couple of strikes, but no latches. Well, in the service manual, and I will show you where to find that in a moment, is where you can come up with the part number for the 5-inch back set, which is part 5, shown down here. Deadlocking latch with a narrow face, a 1-inch face, and then the 1 1/8 wide, which is the one that we have. That's your part number. We're not using that here. 6KL5626 is what we're simply calling it. And it shows up on a couple of different pages of this of the Best service manual, which can be located here. There's a link below this video as seen here to the manufacturer's page, and when you click on that, the manufacturer's page within our site will load. That will allow you to review not only all of the best products we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, which is here, but also a link to the manufacturer's full product catalog, and then that service manual is right here. Very important document, very helpful document. When you call Best and you ask them for the part number of a 5-inch latch bolt for a 6K, the person you're speaking to is pulling this manual up. Before you call the manufacturer, maybe take a look into this. You might just save yourself the time. This is 1,300 plus pages of all things Best, and it's very likely the answer that you need is in here. And actually, the only time that I've had to really reach out is when something's not in here, obviously, but it's clearly something that wouldn't be in the service manual. There was a question regarding how to determine backset on one of their cabinet locks, and I needed a technical drawing. Actually, I needed a document that was quite an insider document. Some engineer or technical support individual at Best over the years had created his own cheat sheet. Well, they shared that cheat sheet with me. You wouldn't find that in the service manual, but that's a rarefied instance of where you need to go beyond the service manual. But it does occur, and that's when you call the manufacturer. Okay. Other encyclopedic documents are here. A2 and A4 key systems training. This is from the manufacturer. This is how they're teaching you to combine small format in an A2 or an A4 environment. How to key that stuff is a different conversation altogether. Peak's cut sheet is here. The A2 service manual is here. The Best core and key service manual is here. That's a really handy document, because if you're dealing with Best, you're very likely dealing with cylinders. And this document will allow you to dive into that world of cylinders. Okay, let's wrap up this video on camera. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Okay, here's that screw pack that I had just shown you. Again, that spacer is used for cylinders when you're installing a 6-pin cylinder into a 7-pin cylinder housing. This will include the two combination 832 machine screws that have a wood tip on it, so that you'll be able to install this in either a steel or a wood frame. Okay, typical material. If you have any questions on the Best, this is their part number 6KL5 and a 626 finish, a 5-inch back set for their 6K series locks, or any other Best product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.